All right. Now, first of all, I talked to you about when you have percentage by mass, that it's grams of solute, that's grams of the chemical, over grams of solution, and that's 100 grams of solution. It's a specific number of grams of solution. Density means grams of solution per 1 milliliter of solution. That's also a specific number. So we have grams of the chemical, which is the solute, over 100 grams of solution. That's our percent unit. Density means grams of solution per 1 milliliter of solution. Now here we want to know what volume of concentrated HCl solution would be needed to prepare 4.50 liters of a 0.3 molar solution. In order to work the problem, I must first find the number of grams of HCl needed. That's the first thing you have to do. Find the number of grams of HCl needed to prepare this. All right, the number of grams of HCl needed to prepare that solution. So what am I looking for? X grams of N of HCl equals, which one of those two givens is not a fraction? 4.5. Now our 2 givens, 3 givens, 4 givens works for problems that do not have percentages or density. Has a percentage or density, you got to think about these units. Okay? You got to think about the units. So X grams of HCl, so I'm going to start with 4.50 liters, and I have 3.0 moles of HCl per liter of solution. So liters cancels, and now we know how to change grams to moles, 1 mole to grams. So 1 mole and 36.45 grams of HCl. 45. I had it, actually, yeah, 45. It might be 46. 35 point. Anyway, whatever the GMM is, 30.
I think it's 36 and 46.
It's got to have 2 decimal places. So anyway, y'all can add it up. You can add it up. I'm not sure. I didn't add it up myself. That's close enough for government work right now. Add it up. It's not 55, I know. Maybe 46. But it's not. 46. Okay, so it's 36.46. All right. All right, now, continuing, that gives me how many grams of HCl? 492 point, what'd you say? 21 grams HCl. Now, I have not made an issue of it before, but when you're doing a double calculation in the problem, don't round off 50 figures until the end. Don't round off right now to 2 50 figures. Carry those numbers to the next level until you get to the final box answer, and the final box answer should be the correct number of 50 figures. Because we could just add on to this and work the problem. So whatever number's in our calculator at this point would stay in our calculator until we got to the end calculation. So don't round off too much in the middle of the problem. So I kept 4 significant, 5 significant figures when I only needed 2. Because I'm in the middle of the problem. I'm not where I want to be. The question asks, what volume of concentrated HCl? Now, is this the concentrated HCl? No, it's not. This right here concentrated, different color. Concentrated HCl is 36 by mass and a density of. That's the concentrated stuff. That 4.5, that's a weaker version of a hydrochloric acid. So I have to know, well, how many grams does it take to make that solution? But every bottle back there, whether it's concentrated sulfuric acid or concentrated hydrochloric acid, has water in it. So I can't just go back there and pour out a solid and measure the grams, because when I pour out the concentrated HCl, there's water in there. So I can't measure the grams of a solution normally. Okay? For this type of problem. So I'm going to have to do a second step. I need to know X, I can do it in liters, of concentrated HCl equals. I need how many liters of concentrated HCl. So let's go up here and look at our percentages. Our percentages say I have 36 grams of HCl per 100 grams of concentrated solution. That's what the percentage means. The density says, and this is the percent, and this is the density. Density is a bridge to change from mass to volume. Mass to volume or volume to mass. The only bridge we know of that changes that way, except for our gases. We're not working with gases anymore. So 1.18 grams of concentrated solution over 1 milliliter of concentrated solution. So what do I know at the end of the first part of the problem? 492.12 grams of HCl. Which one of those two numbers that I know about concentrated HCl will cancel grams of HCl? No, not the density. Density has no HCl written on it at all. The percent has got grams of HCl, hasn't it? That's why it's important that you get the idea of the percentage, what the unit of the percentage is, because you have to think about the units on these. You just can't memorize, I always put the density at this point. You got to pay attention to the units. So how do I need to arrange my percent so I cancel out grams of HCl? Reverse it. So 36 grams HCl, 100 grams concentrated solution. Now I've got grams of concentrated solution. What do I need to do? I'm looking for a volume of concentrated, aren't I? So what factor will help me change from grams of concentrated solution to a volume of solution? The density. And how do I need to arrange the density? 1.18 grams concentrated solution, 1 milliliter concentrated solution. All right, grams. Now let's look at what cancels. Grams of HCl cancel. Grams of concentrated solution cancel. I'm left with milliliters of concentrated solution. Can I stop? No, because my question asked for liters. Right. So 1,000 milliliters, 1 liter. And now I can stop when I can pick up my calculator and round it off to the correct number of significant figures. Well, going back up to my original problem, I have two numbers that have two significant figures. So how many should my answer have? 2. Yeah, 1.2. Now you are going to see these problems again.
But the answer you put like 1.2 liters of concentrated solution.
Yep, that would be the total answer of 1.2 liters of concentrated solution. But I'm going to count off if you don't put it.